Shalom, shalom, first and foremost, all praise and glories unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Harachakwadash. They belong to our apostles, the bishops, the elders of the great millstone. And greetings, salutations, blessings, much love unto you, elect. Shalom unto you. Brother Shaquat from the Las Vegas Church. Just want to say, hey, man, we've been telling you that not only is China the model for the NWO, the way society will look, which we know as the image of the beast, the way of life that's surveillance-based, technocracy ruled by technology. But this is part of it. And even these movies have been showing you what they're going to do in these movies. And I did a recent video on this. Okay? And look, now here in Las Vegas, the Metro Police Department launches Project Blue Sky Phase 2. Integrating drone hubs to boost response and safety in Las Vegas. So how do they boost response? Well, they get the drone out there and they watch the situation before the police show up. Because, hey, you got to remember, police, and some of you jakes and some of you people forget, police officers are human as well. Okay? That's why they're going to remove the human element. We've been telling you that. You think the movie RoboCop is about. Okay? iRobot. The Matrix movies, the Animatrix particularly, talking about the second Renaissance, which is the technological rebirth Renaissance, when you know what the word Renaissance means. Okay? The rebirth of this Roman Empire for the second time under a technocracy, technology, ruled by technology. Okay? And in that movie, it depicts a very good image, and it shows you part 1 and part 2, but part 1 shows you how they put it all together. Oh, this is what happened, and they were this, and then robots have feelings, and all of this, trying to make AI connected to the robots so much more realistic. Okay, but police, they have to really consider, like, I want to go home at night to my family. I'm about 4 years away from retiring, and my daughter is about halfway through college, and I got to make sure I'm able to finish this up so she can have a better life for her, you know, so on and so forth, is what the thought process of any father would do. And what happens? Well, they're not in a rush to get to these shootouts. They're not in a rush to get to officer down or whatever. Maybe officer down, yeah, but other situations, not every veteran is quick to run out there. I've seen cases where a veteran, 19 years on the force, gets gunned down months away from retiring. It may be a different timeline, but you know, months away from retiring, gets gunned down and killed in the line of duty. Okay, so why would anybody be in a rush to put themselves in harm's way that they may not go home to their family at the end of the night? Okay, and the violence is increasing. So this is going to help, from their perspective, them be able to see the situation without anybody being in harm's way. The same idea of military drones that carry ammunition. And I mean by like missiles and different things like that. They come by and they just shoot and then destroy it, and they never got in behind enemy lines to do it. There was nothing harder than playing a video game. Okay, so I'm going to read a little bit of this article from hoodline.com. It says the Las Vegas Metro Police Department, LVMPD, is pushing the envelope in law enforcement and public safety with Project Blue Sky, which follows a highly effective Phase 1 deployment of mobile drone as a first responder directly into patrol vehicles. Okay, so they can see it right in the patrol vehicles right around the corner. It goes on to say, with over 1,100 missions that aided in 169 incidents and supported the arrest of 386 suspects, the project's success has paved the way for the second phase, recently put into action. And we saw this in action in the movie The First Purge. I believe it was the fourth installment of the Purge movies. Okay? Recently put into action, aimed at elevating the swift deployment and reach of these high-tech surveillance tools. And when you have high-tech surveillance tools like this, what are they there to do? Because in any situation, the unknown is where the danger truly is. If it's a hostage situation and they want to negotiate or they want to talk about what's going on, they want to know the condition of the people, they want eyes in the room, ears in the room so they can see and hear things. Well, getting a pair of eyes, even if it's through a camera lens, to see it, that's going to give them an immense amount of information and an advantage in the situation. Okay, last week the LVMPD turned the page on technological advancement with the launch of Phase 2 of Project Blue Sky, introducing remotely piloted drones as a first responder. This transformation includes the integration of LVMPD Sky Sports, which are essentially drone hubs located at police and fire stations across the valley. A hive of 3 drones per station, hive, see they're calling it, right? Per station, 3 drones per station, providing seamless transitions between recharging, uploading critical mission data, and staying primed for the next call. And who's ever closer, go pick that up, go take a look. Take 2 over there and go see real quick. Give me 2 angles. Give me around, matter of fact, the 3rd one is still charging. Send one from this next over division, and we're going to be able to spread those over all the drones as we see fit. We'll intercept it ahead of the assailants' actions. Okay. It says these drones are designed to launch quickly in response to incidents, a strategy that is tactical, that is a tactical game changer, enhancing both officers' safety and response times in critical situations. Exactly what I said. Okay. Amid concerns that may arise with such technology, LVMPD Metro, as we call it here, assures the public about accountability and safety measures ingrained in Project Blue Sky. Quote, every flight is logged, audited, and tied to an active incident, Metro stated in a social media post. Las Vegas police have also enacted strict policies to safeguard privacy and civil liberties. Yeah, because you could be flying over someone's house to get to this situation, and you run into something that they're doing privately in their own yard, in their own home. You happen to glance through a window and see something private. Now that's footage. Anybody watching the open feed or can tap into that feed now has footage into someone's home or in their private situation. Safeguard sexual liberties, okay. Moreover, these drones aren't just about surveillance. They're equipped with safety features including parachutes, and tampering with one is legally akin to the damaging of a patrol vehicle. Shoot one down, any of that. Okay, it's a problem. Alright? Just like killing the dog, the police dog, is like shooting an officer. Same penalties, right? Yeah, and they have more here, which you can see that post at the top. Public-private partnerships and community donors fund this ambitious project, allowing Metro to avoid burdening taxpayers with leading the way in modernizing drone response networks. This marks a major step in improving life-saving services, protecting officers in the line of duty, right? And setting a new standard for the future of public safety. Yeah, the image of the beast. Okay? A police system, a system of policing the citizens. So many, I brought up in the last video, Demolition Man, how Wesley Snipes went along the street cussing or whatever, and each would hear it and tag him with it. You've now accused of a violation of the such and such code, where you couldn't cuss. You'd be like, damn, how every time anybody in the movie said something, it was caught. They always have footage on where everybody was at. Okay, that they can refer back to. No comments on this, I bet. like we've been telling you, man, the image of the beast is being set up right before your eyes. You're telling me we're not living in the book of Revelation and the ultimate achievement. Matter of fact, I do have a scripture. The ultimate achievement is that the MOT to the B. Okay? This is Job chapter 5, verse 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty. Who's that in this time? This is the Edomites, okay, that are trying to set up their technocracy, the New World Order, that they may have a pseudo birthright to live out on the earth. That, you know, they gave it up in the ancient world. Esau himself gave it up to Jacob, even though it was prophesied that Jacob would have it, and the blessing, and all that went with it, okay? And so he wants it back, because it's the rulership of the whole earth. He said he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. The Most High sees this, is going to shut this thing down. Okay? He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. They meet with darkness in daytime and grope in the noonday as the night. Now let's get back to Job 20. Job 20, in 20, it says, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desireth. Okay? Never going to get this thing fulfilled. Never going to come to full fruition. But a piece of it will. Enough to threaten you and cause some of you jakes to fall out the truth, and a lot of you jakes, the 2/3, to turn to the dark side, which are all 2/3, both of them. The elect won't be turned no matter what. Okay, there shall none of his meat be left, therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. The working man feels betrayed. They're going to come against this man. We're already seeing insurrections, seditions, right? When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. And right when he's about to accomplish it and make it work, World War III is going to break out, and nuclear missiles are going to destroy Babylon the Great and certain places of the earth, crumbling his empire. Okay? And simultaneously creating that lake of fire, which will burn the wicked, and even the 2/3 of the wicked that take this device. Okay? That believe in this way of technology. All right, and it's gonna get so bad that even the men of the Lord, for a moment, are gonna feel a sense of security and safety with the buildup of protection from the violence that's going on. But eventually, they're gonna make the implant mandatory, and that's where the men of the Lord draw the line. Okay, that's where the elect draw the line. The men, women, and children that are ordained to survive this thing, okay? That's where the line gets drawn, right there. Okay? Right where some may falter and need to be protected within this system, where the others will call upon Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahshai to be protected and to be provided for. Alright, so I'm gonna end it there. Lord willing, is edifying, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahshai. Until the next one, Shalom.